The vast movement influence of Western trading system and its culture adaptation is indeed confusing, as it is related with the concept of globalization. Hi, I'm Allison, and I will be discussing the difference and argument between globalization and westernization. When we talk about the term westernization, we will likely think about the adaptation of its culture by the continents of America and Europe. It is like an imposition of Western ideals onto another culture, either through colonialism, media dominance, or economic influence. A great example is the Philippines that was colonized by these said continents, particularly by Spain and USA. There is an adaptation of culture that was practiced up until now because of the long period we were taken over by these said countries. It has an historical root in colonialism, where the West dictate how other cultures should live. Though in modern times, we are just being influenced by their lifestyle. Some aspect of westernization can be criticized as a modern form of cultural imperialism, where Western countries dominate global narratives and set trends that the rest of the world follows. Now, when we talk about the concept of globalization, it is defined as the interconnectedness of human society that reshapes and remakes the world's order. As per my understanding in our contemporary world about globalization, it is indeed connected to each country's lie in our globe that we took in able to digest in our own culture and experience. It is where we are being aware and conscious about the acceleration and stretch of the trading system that not only involves about tangible materials such as clothes, but also by culture and services around the world. After we define the two concepts, it is somehow that westernization has a big impact towards to globalization. We may question ourselves that are we really entering the vast globalization or the westernization because of its dominance by the world? Western culture arises that leads to confusion because of the big impact to globalization, like trading products like food or even the culture itself. As before, going back to the history, westernization plays a crucial role in building technological and economic innovation. That is why it has a huge effect in making up what globalization is now. The impact of the aesthetic lifestyle that is seen is being romanticized by many people, as there is a mentality of being dominant or above because of the influence of how powerful and influential Western culture has than what is the real culture of a certain country. That is why globalization is being overshadowed by the idea of westernization. The attitude of the society is controlled by the power that Westerns has than to trade in able to grow and develop. Now that the issue is said, let us answer the question said earlier. We are experiencing both globalization and westernization in different manners. We may not be aware that what we do is considered as globalization in terms of communication, technology, or sharing of culture. Because if global connection is mutually being exchanged, the phenomenon of globalization is present. The world is becoming one as globalization arises, especially in political aspects and economical growth. It is a two-way process. You see, globalization has a wide definition that we may not know that is considered globalization itself. Technology plays a huge role as it helps to see and trade product in and outside the country that helps the economy, and also to spread awareness about the global challenges that we face today to take actions. We must remember that knowing the difference between these two concepts is important for us not to be confused or naive about our current situations. As a conclusion, we are living in a world where both globalization and westernization are happening at the same time. Globalization is broader and involves the exchange of ideas, goods, and culture from all parts of the world. But westernization still plays a strong role due to the historical and ongoing influence of Western countries in shaping the global system. We must remember that if globalization is not present, the interconnectedness of each country in the world will not exist and move if westernization is being overpowered and adapting only what Westerns have. Let us remember that globalization is always around us on how we live and how we interact every day.